Okay, everybody, this is part two to the part one of our first YouTube video ever. So, in August of 2021, I started to photograph or started recording me photographing items for eBay. Did this for a couple reasons. One, accountability. Honestly, if I'm like, I'm going to record this, then I should sit down and do it. And later on, I will have some recordings of me actually listing in the eBay store. But right now in the video, I'm going through jeans. A lot of them are my son's jeans that he outgrew, and I'm going to lot them all together in a large lot. I think I am going to keep one pair out because they are new with tags, and the rest I will lot together. With this also, we have some Hawaiian shirts, a couple more of my daughter's clothes I've outgrown, and some stuff I actually got from the Goodwill Blue Box when the Goodwill Blue Box was still doing boxes by sizes. And what I did with that, and unfortunately they aren't doing by sizes anymore, they're just doing random lots and random sizes. But when they were doing by sizes, I ordered boxes in sizes that would fit members of my family. So if they were low quality or if they were brands that just don't really sell well, then we would just wear them because, quite frankly, our standard of living, standard of clothing is fairly low. And I'm sure a lot of you guys out there, if you're resellers, if you are just secondhand buyers, you find yourself wearing clothes with rips in them or stains on them, things you just aren't going to list. The pants I'm photographing now, just for future reference, that is called a paper bag waistline. And they are wide leg pants. They're probably look amazing on a size 2, someone trying to be very hip. They do not look amazing on an almost 40-year-old mom of 3, but they did come in my Goodwill Blue Box. The jeans that I was photographing right before these were Tory Burch jeans. While they were super comfy and they actually did fit me, I knew I would get way more for them on eBay, so I decided to list them on eBay because, again, my standard of clothing is very minor. I don't need name brands, and half the times my clothes have holes or stains on them, except for the clothes I wear to work. As I'm recording this video, I am wearing a vintage Adidas shirt that had a bleach mark that now has a bunch of bleach marks on it because I repurposed it. But back to the Goodwill Blue Boxes. Again, when they were doing sizes, I ordered like men's small for my son, and I ordered men's like extra large for my husband, or women's large, extra large for myself, or girls mediums and larges. I did not order any of the baby Goodwill boxes. I just didn't need to because by the time you have the third child, they have so many hand-me-downs, you don't really need to worry about it. So I don't have any experience with that. Now, I will say the ones I did order by size were good quality. I got a couple of North Face sweatshirts for myself that I did keep because in the Midwest it gets very cold. My kids have sports, I'm outside, so I did keep the North Faces for myself. But most of the stuff I was good enough quality to sell. There was some new with tags, but not a majority new with tags. The jeans I'm taking a picture of now are Cat and Jack, which is just a Target brand, but they have a following. And some people want the Cat and Jack jeans from 2 years ago, and I found that they do sell, and especially boys' jeans. Boys tear jeans up. My son is probably my nicest on clothes. My 2 girls tear clothes up. Like I said in the previous video, my 3-year-old managed to eat a zipper out of a sweatshirt, and I don't know how that happened. So a lot of their clothes I can't sell, but a lot of his I can because he does tend to keep them fairly neat. And those were a pair of shorts my husband didn't want, but were in his size. They're great thin, like nylon camping shorts, which again do sell. I don't find like huge brands. You're seeing me list Carter's, you're seeing me list Cat and Jack. I do believe in this video I'm even wearing a shirt that I bleached because it had a bleach stain on it, and I kept it for myself because, again, if I'm not leaving the house or if I'm just going to Walmart, it doesn't matter. So I just wrote a number on a piece of paper, and I'm taking a picture of it on this because I've changed the tub they're in. The first tub was 71 and now I have flipped to 72. So the first picture of that I will take with the label, and then I will tape the label to the tub. And that is for my custom SKU, and that is for my inventory system. At some point, I'll take you guys into my garage and show you my high-tech inventory system, which is tubs on shelves. Nothing crazy. This is another shirt that came from a Goodwill Blue Box. It is a vintage Hawaiian style shirt. Now, I do have two shirts in here that they are made in Hawaii, that will do fairly well when they do sell them. I was quite pleased when the Blue Boxes did it by size. Kind of sad they stopped doing it by size, because it was very nice for me, especially when the virus we won't name happened and I couldn't go out and source. I was able to get online and buy those. Granted, even now, it is very difficult to get them. As soon as they put them up, a lot of times they do sell out. So I watch them, I join their club, so it tells me. But I haven't really bought anything now since you can't buy it by size. And I'm worried I'll get a bunch of smalls or a bunch of sizes we couldn't use and clothes types we couldn't use. So I'm a low risk eBayer. I'm a low risk thrifter. I don't want to invest a lot in it. Again, here we're lucky. We're lucky in our town. We're lucky in the area of the country we are. Most stuff is not crazy. That being said, if I go to a thrift store and I see jeans are $4 to $6, I won't buy them because that's too high of a price for me. I won't make enough profit if I have to spend $4 to $6 on a pair of jeans. But I'm not finding jeans that are high end. I may find Miss Me's here or there. I may find some dojos, but I'm not finding crazy brands. I mainly find Levi's, Carhartt jeans, Wranglers, vintage Wranglers. Ironically, jean shorts, so jorts, sell really, really well. And my husband laughs every time we find them, because I will buy stacks of jean shorts at rummage sales and stuff. I don't know what it is with, like, in the Midwest, all the men are wearing the Wrangler jean shorts or the Levi's jean shorts, but they do sell well. I'm going through, I'm making sure all the zippers work, I'm making sure all the buttons work, I'm doing all the sizes, waist, length. I tend not to do leg width on men's jeans and men's clothing. I will do leg width on women's clothing because that does make a difference. I do the thigh and I do the ankle most of the time because that is what I've been asked the most for. Honestly, I just do the measurements that I've had people ask before. This is one of my daughter's little shirts. You can see in the periphery, my kids keep popping in and asking me things. With this, I'm again going through, looking at them, seeing what's going on. This is one of the Hawaiian shirts that was made in Hawaii that came in a Goodwill Blue Box. With this, again, I make sure all the buttons are there, count all the buttons, make sure there's no rips and stains. If there is rips and stains, most of the time, if it's not high end, I won't list it. Or if it's not unique, I won't list it. But if there is a rip or stain and it's something that, even if damaged, will sell, I will take a picture of it and I will make sure that it's documented. A lot of times in the editing process, I will circle it on the picture so people know. And I will include in the description, like, size-wise, how big the stain is and to look at the picture. Now, I will say I'm a little embarrassed that this took me so long to photograph all these items. And even now, going into December, I haven't listed them all. I've only listed about 10 of the items that I took pictures of, because much like everything else, it's the lies we tell ourselves. So back in August, I was like, I'm going to get on this. I'm going to go through my death pile. I'm going to get everything done. All of my kids are going to be in school. It'll be amazing. I'll have all this time during the day. It is all lies. Honestly, the day gets filled and I don't have time to do it, so I try to do it whenever possible. I also, as you can tell in this video, I tend not to iron my items. I just don't have enough time for that. They'll get photographed wrinkled because I figured photographed and listed is better than not photographed and listed, because as much as I lie to myself about getting things done and listing things, I am definitely not going to steam. I'm definitely not going to iron. This is a pair of Miss Me jeans, and I did get these in the Goodwill Blue Box, which is really nice. I will say they still have them on their website as the mixed lot of jeans, and I found that that was a really good buy. Okay, now we are on a different day, possibly a different week. The cat's back, so Dylan is back. Dill is back, and he is investigating boxes and trying to figure out what mom is doing. These are the jeans I did photograph. I'm trying to see which box best fits them, because I'm going to lot them all up. So my son's jeans, I'm going to lot them all up and see what's going on. Trying different priority boxes, different flat rate boxes to see what it is. And honestly, when I'm done photographing these will be stored in that box. And so will Dylan. I will ship Dylan in a priority box to whoever wants him. But also, side note, he gets the tape that's down there on the table stuck to his butt later on, and it's kind of humorous. But I did find it does fit in those boxes, so I will do that. Again, he is my quality control individual. There he is eating the tape. But if I know it's going to be in a lot, I want to make sure I have something to ship it in. And with these lots, with items I know I can't put in a padded flat rate, and I will use a padded flat rate for almost anything, especially jeans that can be quite heavy. If I can't get it in a padded flat rate, then I will look and see what does it fit. I will weigh it. I will scale weigh anything that I think is going to be extra heavy. I do have like go-to weights. I've listed enough like men's dress shirts and Western shirts and all that stuff to know like what the go-to weight of that is. And like a men's dress shirt is roughly 10 to 12 ounces. So I know the go-to weight for that. I know the go-to weight for, a pair of jeans. Usually it's around a pound. That's why I try to get it in a padded flat rate. As you can tell by the change of shirt, again, different day. It is almost embarrassing. It's taken me an entire month to just photograph 2 tubs to list. That's roughly probably 50 items total to list. Now, my husband has also been listing, but he does not photograph with the camera. He tends to use his phone to list. I don't like listing on my phone. I prefer to batch list. So I prefer to do all the photographs, save the photographs to my computer, and then list with that. And I will have a video on how I list, and I'll show you how I list 10 items. With this, again, I'm rolling them all up. Now, because it's a lot, I don't measure it. I just don't. Well, we only have 12 pictures to put on eBay to begin with, but if somebody wants measurements for it, but usually if you're buying a lot of like boys size 14 pants, you know what you're buying, thankfully. I will lot men's clothes of different brands easier than I will lot women's clothes of different brands. Now I'm reaching under my table, so our dining room table that we eat at and do everything on. I also store all the things I want to list under it. Dylan is back inspecting what's going on. This is a new with tags. This did come in a blue box. This is just vintage woman's like polyester pants. Ironically, these sell well, and so do Alfred Dunner. Now, I know some people don't have any luck. Dylan's back. Don't have any luck with Alfred Dunner. Don't have any luck with polyester pants. I do. I'm trying really hard not to let him scratch. Hey, he decided to see what was on the camera. I'm trying very hard not to have him scratch any of the clothes. I do clip his nails so they aren't very sharp, but he's a cat. Since we just have had him for a year, I've also figured out I need to invest in lint rollers to make sure there's no lint on the items, and also to make sure I don't accidentally, put any of his fur under the packing tape when I'm packing the clothes up. That being said, I also do not have a like thermal printer. I don't have a label printer. I just use an inkjet. I did upgrade 2 years ago and got a toner. so it's cheaper. But I didn't do anything like, there's nothing fancy going on there. It's nothing too crazy. Um, with this also, so again, this came from the, hey, look, I'm wearing a different shirt, so this must be a different day. Again, it's kind of sad how long it took me to photograph all of this, honestly. Um, it's just very, very time consuming. These are the jorts, so these are the jean shorts. This is a larger size, but honestly, any Wrangler, any Ryder, any Levi's, any of these sell very well, especially if you can find the vintage ones. Stonewashed for some reason sells very well. So vintage all the way. I found color blocked ones once from like the late 80s, early 90s. Like one leg was purple and one leg was black, and they sold very quickly. The like, I don't even think they were listed for 3 hours before they sold. Now, I do not list things seasonally. I list things year round. I probably would sell more if I listed things in enough time. I currently have a bunch of Christmas stocking cross stitch stuff that I should be listing or should have been listed a month ago, and I just haven't got around to it. I will list bathing suits in the winter. I will list sweaters and coats in the summer. I will list, it doesn't matter seasonally for me. I will list anything. But this is fairly, again, it's like just listed. I have right now currently under my table 3 large tubs full of things for me to list. I have a bunch of tubs in my great room downstairs ready to list. We just recently won an online auction, and we had to go pick it up, and they're also sitting in my living room, and I need to clean everything out so we can decorate for the holidays. But my table's a mess again. Upside, I'm gonna have to clean it off again. So I will probably hopefully photograph these just the jean skirt, jean shorts, jean skirt, whatever. It is not, it's European sized. And I always like to list that on there because when they ask for sizes and the size things on eBay when you're listing, it essentially asks for American sizes. So in the description, I'll put European sized. Now, these aren't any like crazy name brand. These are Hollister bib shorts, but bib shorts do sell. These are the boyfriend cut, so they're specific cut, and they will sell. Again, I'm not looking at like $50 items. We're looking $15 to $30 items. I just don't have access to those larger items. And I really don't have I don't want to say the ability to spend more on sourcing. I just don't have the comfortability to spend on sourcing. I also will not patch and fix items and list them on eBay. I know some resellers do. I can do basic sewing skills. I can sew a mask like nobody's business. I can patch my kids' clothes, but I don't feel comfortable patching something unless I'm going to wear it, my children are going to wear it, my husband's going to wear it. If I'm going to sell it, I will either sell it as is with the damage to it and let the buyer patch it up, or I just won't sell it at all. I'll redonate it. I'll find it a new home. Somebody will wear it. These are Levi's like capri shorts. It's hard to tell in the video, but they're actually striped, tiny pinstripes. They also do quite well because they're oddities do well. Something that people don't run across a lot. They are well worn. Ironically, sometimes Levi's jeans do better if they are well worn. This is another pair of new with tags, and I do believe this came in my husband's Goodwill box. With this also, if it's new with tags, I will sell it. I mean, even some Walmart brands I will sell. Definitely Target brands, because Target's like the bougie of the stores. And it kind of tells you how sad the town is we live in, that the like most expensive store to shop at is Kohl's. So again, I'm not getting high price stuff, but I can get unique stuff and I can get vintage stuff. And thank you for watching this video. I'm going to have my listing video where I list these items up pretty soon, but Who knows? Because it took me a month and a half to photograph 50 items, so it might take me even longer to do more videos, but thank you for watching.